All right, guys, I just want to give you a real brief technical overview of what I did here. You saw that I used WD-40 to get all the initial rust off, and that seemed to work really well. I did that with some heavy steel wool, and then started with the random orbital sander at 60 grit to get some of the pitting out and some of the bigger scratches, and then went all the way up to 2000 grit. In that process, I ended up going back and forth. You know, when you don't see a scratch or you don't see something that is real evident until you get a little higher in the grit set, you have to go backwards to take it out. So I did that back and forth, back and forth. Also want to talk a little bit about the patina that I got on the handle and some of this darker stuff here. I experimented a lot with this. I read that you could use apple cider vinegar, so I tried that. I tried some motor oil. I tried heat and motor oil, heat and tung oil, and ultimately what I decided on at the very end was clean it all off, get all that junk off of there with some acetone, and then heat this thing to above 400 degrees. Once I did that, then you saw the metal start to turn purple and then onto a bronze color. And then after that, it had that nice dark gray patina. I did leave a little bit of the purple in the metal because I just thought it was really cool, and it just really set the contrast off against the mirror polish of the other steel that's on here. And that was my goal, really, was to not create just one really bright, shiny wrench, because this thing has been around since World War II, and I wanted to show its life and what it had done in the past, and not just clean it up and restore it and make it look brand new. So contrast and leaving some of the pitting was important to me. The history on this wrench I don't know a ton about. I do know it's rare. I do know that it was made by the Moore Drop Forge Company, and it was part of a military Jeep toolkit. There's some really interesting history. I'll put a link down in the description so you can click through and check it out. The handle here is designed to go into the wheel hub, so you can actually use this for leverage and turn the wheel hub. And then the rest of it is obviously to pull other parts off of the Jeep and change the tires and so on. Anyhow, I do appreciate it. As always, if you do see something that you want to know a little bit more about, there's links down in the description that takes you to my Amazon store. That's all my sanding pads, all my tools, and all the things I use. If you click through to that, it helps support my channel and it doesn't cost you anything extra. If you could hit the like button and the subscribe button, I've got a whole bunch more stuff that I've found that I'm going to be restoring in the near future, and I'd like you to follow along with me while I do that. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. My name is Brian House, and this is Housework.
German forces in Italy have surrendered unconditionally to the Supreme Allied Commander. The instrument of surrender, the first formal surrender by a German army or armies since Allied troops first stormed the shores of Europe nearly 20 months ago, was signed at 2:14 Italy time on Sunday afternoon, April 29th. The surrender became effective at 2 p.m. Italy time today. All German and Italian forces under General Heinrich von Vietinghoff, successor to Marshal Kesselring as Commander-in-Chief of the German Southwest Command, formally laid down their arms.